Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Masih bersama saya dengan Dr. Eko. Pada kesempatan video kali ini, saya akan membahas pentingnya kita memonitor kualitas partikel terkait dengan pencapaian performa pada broiler modern, di mana partikel dari pakan amat sangat berdampak terhadap bagaimana penyerapan dan juga efisiensi terkait dengan pencapaian efisiensi pakan atau FCR. Sehingga dengan kita mengetahui kondisi ayam yang kita pelihara dengan kondisi lingkungan yang berbeda-beda di antara satu musim dengan musim yang lain, di antara satu kandang dengan kandang yang lain, di antara satu tipe kandang dan tipe kandang yang lain, maka penyesuaian terkait dengan partikel pakan menjadi suatu hal yang harus kita perhatikan. Beberapa penelitian telah dilakukan bahwa dengan menggunakan pelet maka performanya lebih optimal. Namun di sisi lain di tempat-tempat tertentu, pada situasi dan kondisi tertentu, justru penggunaan pelet memberikan dampak yang kurang baik dibandingkan dengan partikel yang punya crumble. Simak video ini sampai akhir dan kita akan melihat bagaimana dampak terhadap performa dari bentuk partikel yang ada pada pakan broiler modern.
Okay, thank you very much for the time given to me. My name is Eko from Tri Group Commercial Broiler Farm in Indonesia. I have one question for Sutisap actually. Before I ask some questions, let me tell you first about the conditions in our farm in Indonesia. And as long as I know that, especially in Indonesia, which has a different conditions if we compare with another country, we have high humidity and also we have high temperature. And based on your explanations talking about the recommendations, feeding recommendations, I have trial farms. We have no problem in the first week of age and the second week of age. But after we try to mix from crumble to the pellet, we talk about the particle size, we have much problem after 21st day of age. So based on your recommendations, we should use pellet 21st days of age. But in our farms, especially in the open house and semi-closed house or tunnel ventilation farms, we feel that after we change to the pellet, we have much cases on heat stress because maybe the particle size is quite bigger. So when the bird consumes the particle size that it's much bigger than crumble, we face the heat stress. So we have problems after 21st day of age. And based on our trial farms, when we compare between crumbles and also pellet, we have much better with crumbles if we compare with the pellet. Better FCR, better body weight, and we have some heat stress, and it caused by the heat metabolism after the consume the pellet size, and it gives a bad impact on the performance. What do you recommendation based on these conditions? My questions for Simak. Thank you very much. That's all my questions.
Okay. Thank you very much. I would like to confirm again. You change from the crumble to pellet. Which age? 21 days, right? 21 or 24?
Yeah, correct. 21 days. They change to pellet from the crumble.
Okay. Normally, for in the theory, when the bird eat the crumble and also when the bird eat the pellet, they have the different heat generation when they're eating because they have the different activities. And normally, when the bird eat the pellet, they also require less energy when compared with the crumble because they have the less energy. They generate the less energy from this one. So in terms of my recommendation, if you prefer to use the crumble, is no problem. If you don't see any issue from your bird, because it depends from your size, because that I mentioned before that the guideline, this one is the guideline. So it means that you should optimize the guideline to relate with your company or your trial research as well. And also the one thing mostly that I recommend to the customer, when you want to apply the guideline from the recommendation, you should test by yourself first, and then after that you should adjust it. relating with your company and also optimize with your cost, optimize with your company performance as well.
Nah, Pak Eko, bisa bahwa dia sarankan kalau gitu kasih crumble aja terus kalau menjadikan heat stress ketika diganti dengan pellet kayak gitu. I know Wilmer, you are going to give presentation regarding particle size feeding, but you like to comment for the question that coming from Mr. Eko. Mr. Eko is one of the largest, one of leading broiler farmers in Indonesia. They raise so many broiler. Do you want to comment that one, Wilmer?
Yeah, I can comment on that. I agree with Sutisak.
Yes.
The birds are gonna spend less energy consuming pellets and crumbles, so they actually are gonna generate less metabolic heat. Mm-hmm. The other consideration that you need to take is that typically when the birds are consuming pellets, there are less risk of nutrient segregation. Even though when you get mash feed and then you pellet that feed, once that you break it into crumbs, you still have a risk of nutrient segregation. So I have seen in Latin America, which is also hot and humid, that some companies start introducing pellets around 12 days. Other companies start introducing pellets around 19 days without any issues. I think I will look other factors because you can also check the pellet diameter. If you are feeding to 30 days, for example, I think that a pellet diameter of 3 millimeters is going to work really well. But even if you are using 4 millimeter pellets, what you can do is make adjustments, because the pellet mills have knives that most of the people don't use. But technically, you can use those knives to control pellet size. So I would say, you can. I think using pellets is a better approach. You just need to know what will be the best way to present the pellets. And when I'm talking about pellet presentation, I'm talking about pellet diameter and also checking the pellet length. If you are using crumble and then your crumble is of good quality, probably you are getting a good performance. But remember that if you are feeding crumbles, the majority of the crumbles needs to be between 1 millimeters and 3 millimeters.
Yes.
Thanks, Wilmer. Jadi sarannya kepada teman-teman broiler dari Wilmer Paceko, kalau memang crumble bagus silahkan. Tapi sebenarnya dari pengalaman di Latin Amerika, dibikin pellet juga bisa. Bikin pelletnya katanya 3 mili ukurannya, kalau tidak perlu 4 mili. 3 mili bisa diberikan, itu memberikan konsumsi yang baik. Sebenarnya harusnya masih bisa diberikan pellet. Cuman tolong periksa butiran-butiran ketika bahan bakunya digiling. Nah biasanya kalau bikin crumble itu harus 1 mm ukurannya yang lolos kepada saringan. Tapi bisa bikin pellet bisa lebih gede. Nah inilah yang harus dilihat di lapangan, mungkin harus kerjasama berkaitan dengan feed millnya sendiri, bagaimana mengatur partikel size gilingannya dan juga ukuran pelletnya, dia bilang kan. Itu yang bisa dikatakan, malah dia sarankan pisau, kan kita di pellet itu ada pisaunya. Nah pisaunya itu bisa di-adjust panjang pendeknya, sehingga menghasilkan pellet tapi lebih pendek misalnya. Nah itu juga bisa dilakukan, itu saran. Tapi jangan lupa, Dr. Paceko akan bicara spesifik lebih lanjut mengenai partikel dalam kuliahnya besok. Ya, terima kasih.